Good morning to one another. Today's topic is digital storage oscilloscope. Digital storage oscilloscope. This is also another type of oscilloscope CRO. This is also another type of CRO. Digital storage oscilloscope. Already digital oscilloscopes are seen in AC lab and DC lab and EDC lab. AC, DC and EDC lab. So this is also available in our college. So it is block diagram of digital storage oscilloscope. Block diagram of digital storage oscilloscope. First one is input. First one is input. Input given to the input attenuator. Input attenuator output is connected to the vertical amplifier. Vertical amplifier connected to the sample and hold circuit. Sample and hold circuit. The sample and hold circuit is connected to the analog to digital converter, ADC. Analog to digital converter. The ADC is connected to the memory. ADC is connected to the memory. Memory has connected to the data output. Data output. The another one is vertical amplifier internally connected to the trigger circuit. Trigger circuit connected to the control logic. Control logic it contains the zeros and ones. Zeros and ones. It is connected to the ADC and then memory. ADC and then memory. Control logic 1 and logic 2. Trigger circuit. So next one is data output is connected to the D2A, digital to analog converter. Digital to analog converter. Digital to analog converter. Next connected to the vertical amplifier deflection plates. Vertical amplifier deflection plates. Vertical amplifier deflection plates. And next one is connected to the control logic output is connected to the D2 another D2A. So horizontal section. Digital to analog converter. It is also connected to the horizontal amplifier. Horizontal amp. So it is connected to the horizontal deflection plates, CRT. Horizontal deflection plates of CRO. Horizontal deflection plates of CRO. This is digital storage oscilloscope. Digital storage oscilloscope. Let it be explain the digital storage oscilloscope block diagram. So a digital oscilloscope is an instrument which stores the digital copy of the waveform. It stores the digital copy of the waveform in the digital memory, which it analyzes further using digital signal processing technique rather than using analogous technique. So it is stored in memory, which analyzes further using digital signal processing techniques rather than using analogous techniques. It captures the non-repetitive signals. It captures the non-repetitive signals and displays it consistently until the device gets reset. In digital storage oscilloscope, signals are received, stored, and then displayed. In DSO, signals are received, stored, and then displayed. The maximum frequency measured by digital storage oscilloscope depends upon two things. Depends upon the two things. The maximum frequency depends upon the two things. One is sampling rate of the oscilloscope, and other is nature of the converter. One is sampling rate of the oscilloscope. Another one is nature of the converter. The converter either analog or digital. The converters either it is analog converter or digital converter. The traces in digital oscilloscopes are bright, highly defined, and displayed within the second as they are non-stored traces. As they are non-stored traces. The main advantage of the digital oscilloscope is that it can display visual as well as numerical values by analyzing the stored traces. By analyzing the stored traces. So the displayed trace on the displayed trace on the flat panel could be magnified, and also we can change the brightness of the traces. And minute detailing can be done as per the requirement after the acquisition. After the acquisition. The digital oscilloscope technology. So the digital oscilloscope technology. First, the waveforms are conditioned by some analog circuits, then enter into the second stage, which involves receiving the digital signals. To do so, samples have to pass through the analog to digital converter, and outputs are get recorded in digital memory, a different interval time where different interval of time. These recorded points together make a waveform. The set of points in a waveform show its length. So the rate of samples defines the design of the oscilloscope. The rate of samples defines the design of the oscilloscope. The recorded traces are then processed by the processing circuit and obtained the traces are ready to display for visual assessment. So this is voltage successive sample points. This is sinusoidal waveform input signal and then connected to the sampling timing base clock. Digital storage oscilloscope traces. Digital storage oscilloscope traces waveforms. Next one is modes of operation. Next one is modes of operation. The digital storage oscilloscope has three modes of operation. One is roll mode, second one is store mode, third one is hold and save mode. Hold and save mode. First one is roll mode. First one is roll mode. It is the most basic mode operation which is similar to that of general purpose CRO. It is most basic operation of CRO, general purpose CRO. So when an input is applied, traces is displayed on the screen. When input is applied, the trace is displayed on the screen. A user can use this mode to keep an eye on the waveform and its various characteristics. So user can use this mode to keep an eye on the waveform and its various characteristics. This is roll mode. Next one is store mode. The most commonly used and called as refresh mode. The most commonly used and called as refresh mode. So it is used when the sample rate of waveform becomes too high and when the waveform of interest is repetitive or nearly so. So it is when occurs only high frequency sampling rate and also wave repetitive samples are occurs and also very nearly. Hold and save mode. This is called automatic refresh mode. Hold and save mode is this is automatic refresh mode. Automatic refresh. Next one is users of digital storage oscilloscope. Users of digital storage oscilloscope. So first one is it is used for the testing signals, voltage in circuit debugging. It is used for the testing signals, voltage and circuit debugging. Next one is testing in manufacturing. Testing in manufacturing. Next one is designing. Next one is designing. Next one is testing of signal voltage in radio broadcasting equipment. In radio broadcasting equipment. In the field of research, audio and video recording input, audio, video and recording equipment. Next one, advantage, the users of oscilloscope. Next one is applications of DSO. Applications of DSO. Take cursor and pulse width readings. Take cursor and pulse width readings. In pulse width modulation, it is easy to take the readings. Next, measuring rise time and propagation delay. Measuring rise time and propagation delay. Next one is acting as a simple signal tracer. A DSO enables technicians to probe electronic devices, individual connections and components to determine the manufacturing parts. Next one is in measuring the functions of individual components of the device. It is measuring the components of individual components of device. The DSO locates where an expected signal is incorrect or absent. The DSO can also measure components' minor variations in operations and alert the technicians of the need for fine-tuning or replacement. Next one is to prevent erroneous replacement of parts. The DSO helps technicians identify the parts that are still working. This is model equipment of digital storage oscilloscope. Let's say comes to digital storage oscilloscope block diagram. Digital storage oscilloscope block diagram. So input is applied to the input attenuator. Input is applied to the input attenuator, attenuates the input signal and then gives the output value. And then gives the output value given to the vertical amplifier. Vertical amplifier. The vertical amplifier connected to the sample and hold circuit. The vertical amplifier connected to the sample and hold circuit. Sample and hold circuit. So the analog signal is, it converts the sample signals. It converts the sample signals. The sample signals then connected to the A to D converter. Then connected to the A to D converter. The A to D converter connected to the memory. A to D converter connected to the memory. Memory stores the data. Memory stores the data. Analog to digital converter. Analog to digital converter. So which samples are connected to the ADC? Which samples are connected to the ADC? So another one is connected to the trigger. Another one is connected to the trigger circuit. So trigger circuit is connected to the control logic 1 and 0. Logic 1 and 0. Logic 1 and 0. So that logic 1 and 0, the trigger circuit is when triggers, the signal is connected to the sample and hold circuit. The sample and hold circuit, two sample values are compared and the sampling voltages are compared. The samples are two are same. Then output is connected to the analog to digital converter. At the time it gives the value 1 value. Otherwise it gives the 0 value. Otherwise it gives the 0 value. Every sample value is connected to the control and logic circuit and sample and hold circuit decided by the which sample is goes to connect to the analog to digital converter. Analog to digital converter. So the analog to digital converter, the sample analog signal converts to the digital signal, either zeros and ones. This data is stored in memory. This data is stored in memory. So the data is connected to the analog digital to analog converter. Digital to analog converter. So the digital to analog converter, this digital signal again converts to the analog signal, then connected to the vertical deflection amplifier. Vertical deflection amplifier. So digital signal converts the analog signal. First one is analog signal converts the digital signal. Then process is completed. Next digital signal converts to the analog signal. This analog signal is connected to the vertical deflection plates of CR. Next one control logic. Another output is connected to the D2A, digital to analog converter. Digital to analog converter. It is display connected to the horizontal. It is connected to the horizontal deflection plates of CRO. Horizontal deflection plates of CRO. Then so control logic is connected to the analog to digital converter. Analog to digital converter internally connected to. Next one is read and write. Next one is read and write. So already you know the in memory we are using the DSP and microprocessor devices. DSP and microprocessor device. So memory. So it is memory, the read cycle and write cycle. Read cycle and write cycle, it can generate the input and output values. It can generate the input and output waveforms. So memory microprocessor always input reads and output writes. Input reads and output writes. So this is structure memory. Memory stores the digital values and connected to the D2A converter. D2A converter connected to the vertical amplifier. Vertical amplifier connected to the vertical section of the CRO. So then it can display the both analog signal values in the horizontal and vertical section. So it can operate the digital oscilloscope. It is operated the three modes: roll mode, and hold and save mode. Next one is store mode. So store mode, it is generally used in general purpose CROs. Generally used in general purpose CROs. So general purpose CROs లో ఎలా స్టార్ట్ చేసుకొని ఆన్ చేసుకొని డైరెక్ట్ వేవ్ ఫార్మ్ తీసుకుంటూ వస్తారు కదా. సో వీజర్ బాగా చూసుకొని చేసుకుంటూ వచ్చేస్తే దాన్నే జనరల్ పర్పస్ CROs యూజ్ చేసుకొని ఈజీగా చేయొచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఏంటంటే రోల్ మోడ్ అంటే ఏంటంటే జస్ట్ అది రీఫ్రెష్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట. రీఫ్రెష్ ఏదైనా హై వాల్యూ సిగ్నల్స్ వస్తుంది, రిపీటెడ్ సిగ్నల్స్ వస్తున్నాయి అంటే మళ్ళీ ఫస్ట్ తీసుకోవడానికి యూజ్ చేస్తారు. నెక్స్ట్ సేవ్ అండ్ ఆల్టర్ మోడ్ లాస్ట్ వన్ ఉంది. ఆ లాస్ట్ మోడ్ ఏంటంటే ఆటోమేటిక్ గా ఏమైపోతుంది అంటే హోల్డ్ జరుగుతుంది, సేవ్ జరుగుతుంది. సేవ్ ఆపరేషన్ జరుగుతుంది, హోల్డ్ జరిగి రెండు ఆటోమేటిక్ రిఫ్రెష్ మోడ్. ఇట్ ఇస్ ఆటోమేటిక్ రిఫ్రెష్ మోడ్ గా యూజ్ చేస్తారు. సో అప్లికేషన్స్ నెక్స్ట్ యూజర్స్ ఆల్రెడీ studied about the DSO. So DSO is very easy and also it main purpose ఎందుకంటే ఒక స్టోరేజ్ తీసుకొని ఆ వేవ్ ఫార్మ్స్ ని స్టోర్ చేసుకొని ఫ్యూచర్ లో మళ్ళీ దాని మీద ఏమైనా ప్రయోగాలు చేయాలనుకుంటే ఆ వేవ్ ఫార్మ్ తీసుకొని ఈజీగా మాడిఫై చేసుకోవడానికి యూజ్ చేస్తారు. అండ్ ఆల్సో ఎగ్జాక్ట్ అవుట్పుట్ వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయి, అక్యురసీ వాల్యూస్ అవుట్పుట్ రావడానికి కూడా యూజ్ చేసేది డిజిటల్ స్టోరేజ్ ఆస్ట్రోస్కోప్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ ది CRO applications. CRO applications. CRO applications లో ఏముంటది? ఎలక్ట్రికల్ క్వాంటిటీ మెజర్మెంట్స్. ఎలక్ట్రికల్ క్వాంటిటీ మెజర్మెంట్స్. ఈ మీకు ఎలక్ట్రికల్ క్వాంటిటీ మెజర్మెంట్స్ 5th యూనిట్ మొత్తం అంతా అదే ఉంటది. సగం యూనిట్ అంతా. సో ఎలక్ట్రికల్ క్వాంటిటీస్ మెజర్డ్ బై యూజింగ్ ది CRO. It can done like amplitude, time period and frequency. Amplitude, time period and frequency. So అందుకే ఏమంటారు రాస్తారు? Measurement of amplitude, measurement of time period, measurement of frequency, measurement of amplitude. Similar repeated measurement of amplitude. So the display like CRO is used to exhibit the voltage signal like time function on its display. The amplitude of the signal is stable. However, we can change the number of partitions the cover up voltage signal within the vertical way by changing volts or division button on top of the CRO board. So we will acquire the signal amplitude which is there on CRO screen with the help of below formula. So మీరంతా చేసుకుంటూ వచ్చి టైం డివిజన్ మల్టిపుల్ టైమ్స్ పర్ డివిజన్ వోల్టేజ్ అవన్నీ ఉంటాయి కదా, అవన్నీ చేసుకుంటూ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఆంప్లిట్యూడ్ అవి యూజ్ చేస్తారు. సో అవన్నీ ఈజీగా ఈ ఫార్ములా యూజ్ చేసుకొని చేస్తారు. A ఈక్వల్ టు J ఇంటూ NV. A ఈక్వల్ టు స్మాల్ క్యాపిటల్ A ఈక్వల్ టు J ఇంటూ NV. So here capital A is the amplitude, J is the volts per division value, NV is the number of partitions that cover up to signal within the vertical way. అంటే మీకు ఫుల్ సైకిల్ హాఫ్ సైకిల్ అని చెప్పి తీసుకుంటారు కదా అది. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ మెజర్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ టైం పీరియడ్. మెజర్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ టైం పీరియడ్ ఎలా తీసుకుంటారంటే CRO displays the voltage signal as a function of time is on screen. Time is on screen. The time period for that periodic voltage signal is constant. So, but we can vary the number of divisions that cover one complete cycle. So cycles తీసుకుంటారు కదా, ఆ వన్ కంప్లీట్ సైకిల్ ఎన్ని నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ డివిజన్స్ ఉన్నాయని చెప్పి తీసుకుంటూ వచ్చేస్తారు. సో అవి ఎట్లా తీసుకుంటారు అంటే సిగ్నల్ హారిజాంటల్ డైరెక్షన్ బై వేరియింగ్ ది టైమ్స్ పర్ డివిజన్ నాబ్. మీకు టైమ్స్ పర్ డివిజన్ నాబ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, సో దాని నుంచి తీసుకొని CRO స్క్రీన్ లో చేసుకుంటూ వస్తే చేస్తారు. సో therefore we'll get the time period of signal. It is following the formula capital T equal to K into NH. capital T అంటే టైం పీరియడ్, J అన్న నెక్స్ట్ K అన్న ఏముంటుంది? J is the times per division value. Next NV is the number of partitions that cover one cycle of period signal sequence. Same amplitude వారే ఇది కూడా వస్తుంది. Next one, CRO frequency formula. On the screen, the measurement of the frequency can be done very simple through the horizontal scale. If you want to make sure accuracy while measuring the frequency, then it assists to enhance the area of the signal on your CRO displays so that we can more simply that convert the waveform. So with the help of this one, so F equal to 1 by T. F equal to 1 by T. Initially, the time can measured with the help of the horizontal scale. The CRO and counting the number of flat partition from one finish of the signal, otherwise it crosses the flat time. After that, we can develop the number of flat partitions through the technique time division to discover the time period of the signal. Mathematical representation signal is F equal to 1 by T. Basic controls of CRO. Basic controls of CRO. Already అందరికీ తెలుసు ఏముంటాయి ఏం కథ అని CRO screen మీద. So the basic controls of CRO may include the position, brightness, focus, astigmatism, blanking and calibration. Now first one is position. In the oscilloscope, the position control knob is mainly used for position control of the intense spot from the left side to the right side. మీ పొజిషన్ తీసుకుంటూ వస్తే మీ ఇంటెన్సిటీ వాల్యూ ఉంటుంది కదా, అది లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ నుంచి రైట్ సైడ్ పోవడానికి యూజ్ చేస్తారు. బై రెగ్యులేటింగ్ ది నాబ్ వన్ క్యాన్ సింప్లీ కంట్రోల్ ది స్పాట్ ఫ్రమ్ లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ టు ది రైట్ సైడ్. లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ టు ది రైట్ సైడ్. మీకు ఏమైనా తెలియకపోతే నేను చెప్తున్నా, లేదా అవసరం లేదంటే స్కిప్ చేయొచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ బ్రైట్నెస్. ది రేస్ బ్రైట్నెస్ మెయిన్లీ డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ది ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఆఫ్ ది ఎలక్ట్రాన్. సో ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఉంది కదా, ఆ ఇంటెన్సిటీ నాబ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, దాన్ని తిప్పితే కానీ ఇంటెన్సిటీ పెరుగుతుంది. ది కంట్రోల్ గిట్స్ ఆర్ అకౌంటబుల్ ఫర్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ విత్ ఇన్ ది ఎలక్ట్రాన్ రే. అప్పుడు నీకు ఆటోమేటిక్ గా బ్రైట్నెస్ అనేది పెరుగుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఫోకస్. ది ఫోకస్ కంట్రోల్ క్యాన్ బి అచీవ్డ్ బై రెగ్యులేటింగ్ ది అప్లైడ్ వోల్టేజ్ toward the enter anode of the CRO. Enter anode of the CRO. So the middle and other anodes, the middle applied voltage toward the center anode of the CRO. The middle and other anodes in the region, it can form the electrostatic lens. So therefore, the mainly length of the lens can be changed by controlling the voltage across the center anode. So the mainly depends upon the center anode మీద depend అయ్యింది వర్క్ జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. So next one is astigmatism. So in CRO, this is an extra focusing anode control. Extra focusing control. It is analogous towards the which optical lenses. It analogous towards the astigmatism within optical lenses. A ray is focused in the middle of the monitor, would be defocused on the screen edges as the electron pass lens are dissimilar for the center and the edges. Center and the edges. Next one is the blanking circuit. The time-based generator present in the oscilloscope generated the blanking voltage. The time-based generator present in the oscilloscope generated the blanking voltage. Calibration circuit. Calibration circuit. An oscillator is necessary for the purpose of calibration within an oscilloscope. Within an oscillator. However, the oscillator which is used should generate a square waveform for preset voltage. Square waveform for preset voltage. Next one is applications of CRO. So the CROs are used in huge applications like radio stations for observing the transmitting and receiving the properties of the signal. Next one is the CRO is used to measure the voltage, current, frequency, inductance, admittance, resistance, and power factor. So RLC combination మొత్తం చూసుకుంటాం. Next, the device is also used to check the AM and FM circuits characteristics, amplitude modulation and frequency modulation circuit characteristics. Next one is this device is used to monitor the signal properties as well as characteristics and also control the analog signals. Next, the CRO is used through the resonance circuit to view the shape of the signal. CRO is used through the resonance circuit to view the shape of the signal bandwidth, etc. Next one, it is used in TV, radars, and analysis of engine pressure to check the reactions of nerves and heartbeats. In the hysteresis loop, it is used to find the BH curves. Next, transient curves can be traced. It is also used in laboratories and research. Next one is advantages of CROs. Cost and timeline, training requirements. Next, consistency and quality, time efficiency, expertise and experience, capacity for capacity of problem solving. Next one, hassle free. Next one, assurance for regulator compliance, voltage measurement, current measurement, examination of waveform, measurement of phase and frequency. So generally ఎప్పుడైనా మనం చూసేది ఏంటంటే వోల్టేజ్ మెజర్మెంట్, కరెంట్ మెజర్మెంట్, ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ మెజర్మెంట్, ఫేస్ మెజర్మెంట్ ఇవే చూస్తాం, కానీ ఎక్స్ట్రా ఉన్నాయి చూడండి. నెక్స్ట్, డిసడ్వాంటేజెస్ ఆఫ్ CRO. So these oscilloscopes are expensive as compared with other measuring devices like multimeters. So multimeters కంటే oscilloscopes కాస్ట్ ఎక్కువ. నెక్స్ట్, దే ఆర్ కాంప్లికేటెడ్ టు రిపేర్ వన్స్ ఇట్ గెట్స్ డ్యామేజ్. ఒకసారి కానీ డ్యామేజ్ అయితే దాన్ని మళ్ళీ చేయలేము. ది డివైసెస్ నీడ్ కంప్లీట్ ఐసోలేషన్. సో కంపల్సరీగా ప్రతి ఒక్కటికి సపరేట్ గానే ఉంటాయి. దీస్ ఆర్ హ్యూజ్, హెవీ అండ్ యూజ్ మోర్ పవర్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది, హెవీగా యూజ్ చేస్తారు. ఏ లాట్ ఆఫ్ కంట్రోల్ టెర్మినల్స్, దీని మీద మీకు కంట్రోల్ టెర్మినల్స్ చాలా ఉంటాయి. నెక్స్ట్, యూజెస్ ఆఫ్ CRO. In the laboratory, the CRO can be used as, next, it can display different types of waveforms. It can measure the short time interval. In voltmeter, it can measure the potential difference. This is CRO advantages, CRO users, CRO applications, CRO front panels and all the things. So this is CRO. Any doubts you can ask. So this topic ends. Only one topic remaining. After reopen the college, we will discuss the Lissajous figure pattern. Lissajous figure pattern.